A little bit of interesting breaking news from the UEFA Congress this morning. So there's an executive committee meeting discussing a manner of things, and one of those that we know to come from it is the FA voting against changes to UEFA statutes, which means President Alexander Ceferin can stand for a fourth term in 2027. Now, FA Chief Executive Mark Bullingham raised red card to vote no during the Congress in Paris. The FA, they were actually the only no vote. In fact, Iceland abstained from the voting. There are 49 associations voting in favour of the changes. We'll find out a little bit more about what that means with Covey Solokol a little bit later on and what comes from that.
That's my decision.
The football world woke up to fresh controversy as FIFA and UEFA finally addressed the storm surrounding the Manchester United vs Arsenal VAR decisions, and their words have only poured fuel on an already raging fire. After days of intense backlash, social media meltdowns, and heated studio debates, football's two most powerful governing bodies broke their silence with a rare and carefully worded admission: key VAR decisions during the match may not have fully followed established protocols. While neither organization directly overturned the result, the acknowledgement alone has sent shockwaves across the global game. A match that refused to end. The clash between Manchester United and Arsenal was meant to be a showcase of elite football. Instead, it has become one of the most dissected matches of the season. Multiple incidents, including a disputed penalty call, a possible offside in the build-up to a goal, and a handball check that left fans baffled, ignited outrage on both sides. United supporters insist they were robbed by inconsistent VAR application, while Arsenal fans argue that subjective interpretations unfairly favored the home side. What united both fan bases, however, was frustration at the lack of clarity. FIFA and UEFA break the silence. Under mounting pressure, FIFA and UEFA released coordinated statements confirming that post-match reviews identified procedural inconsistencies in how VAR checks were conducted. Crucially, they stopped short of calling the decisions wrong, instead emphasizing that the process did not fully align with expected standards. That distinction has done little to calm tempers. By admitting protocol issues but refusing to act on the outcome, the authorities have reignited a long-standing debate: is VAR protecting the integrity of football, or eroding trust in it? Pundits, players, and protests. Former referees and analysts were quick to respond. Some called the admission unprecedented, while others labeled it a weak attempt at damage control. Television panels erupted as experts questioned how elite competitions could still suffer from such errors despite advanced technology. Fans took matters further. Online petitions demanding transparency reforms gained traction within hours, while protests outside stadiums and football offices highlighted growing disillusionment with officiating standards. Players, though more cautious, have also weighed in. Several high-profile figures subtly criticized the lack of accountability, hinting that apologies without consequences no longer satisfy a modern football audience. What happens next? Despite confirming procedural flaws, FIFA and UEFA reiterated that match results will not be altered, citing competition regulations. That stance has drawn fierce criticism, but it also underscores the uncomfortable reality: VAR, for all its promise, remains deeply human. However, insiders suggest this episode could force change. Discussions are reportedly underway about publishing full VAR audio after matches, standardizing decision timelines, increasing referee accountability, reducing subjective interpretations. If implemented, these reforms could reshape how controversial moments are handled not just in the Premier League, but worldwide. A turning point for VAR, this controversy may prove to be more than just another flashpoint. The rare admission from football's top authorities has cracked open a door many believed was permanently shut. Fans no longer just want decisions, They want explanations, consistency, and trust. Whether this moment becomes a genuine turning point or another forgotten scandal will depend on what happens next. For now, one thing is certain: the Manchester United vs Arsenal match has changed the VAR conversation forever, and the football world is watching closely.